the Masters tournament is turning into another controversy, and this time it's about IBM. IBM has a new CEO, took over a few months ago, Virginia Rometty, and she, by virtue of being a woman, is not eligible to be a member of Augusta National Golf Club, and she has to show up now because she's a big sponsor.
Yeah, it seems like we had this argument 20 years ago and 30 years ago. You'd think that we would stop having it and they would start accepting women in the golf club, but I guess their argument is that we're a private club. We could do whatever they want. Frankly, I think the golf is more interesting this year. You got Tiger Woods coming back, and you've got a lot of other younger contenders who are pushing him. So
exactly, this has become a much bigger issue beyond golf now. The president is weighing in. It's become an issue on the Republican trail. We've got gender politics coming into this.
Did you see Mitt Romney's quote?
It was a very long one. Yeah.
Once again, it was someone's got to work on him with the way to spin some of these things. He says, "Well, I'm not a member of Augusta National. My golf game isn't good enough," and it just kind of puts him right back in this kind of elite rich guy mode that I think he should probably be avoiding going into a general election. But they both came out.
Exactly.
Obama.
This came out. Let's take a listen. It came out in the White House press room yesterday. Let's hear what Jay Carney, the press secretary, had to say.
Would the president agree to play at a course that discriminated against women?
I didn't have that conversation with him. The president answered quite clearly to me, which I conveyed to you, that he believes Augusta should admit women. We're kind of long past the time when women should be excluded from anything.
And of course, John, this has been a controversy for a very long time. Within the last decade, Augusta facing the threat of a sponsor boycott. They didn't want to get in the controversy. They actually cut commercials from the Masters for a while. And it was a couple of decades ago when the Masters admitted the first African-American male member. And so this is something that they're very firm on this. It is, of course, a private club. But what does this mean for IBM and for a company that's wading into this? Virginia Rometty, of course, has broken the glass ceiling. One of just a couple dozen CEOs who are Fortune 500 companies who are women. What does this mean for them? What kind of dilemma
I
is
think they'd probably rather not deal with it, although it's their CEO who's being excluded, so I don't think it necessarily hurts them. These big companies are looking for sponsorship events where they could get their names out there and also entertain their clients, so I don't see them walking away from the Masters because of this. And, again, it's a private club. They could do whatever they want, but it's kind of like get over it. Just kind of move on and get with the times.
Exactly, and you're going to see the IBM CEO getting a lot of attention. The eyes will be focused on her in the coming days at the Masters tournament in Augusta.